olden French. From that, English originated.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Yeah. So we were in the. I was in the middle of telling you something in our last class.
Yes, ma'am.
So in public speaking, I was teaching these small children, and for them also, I did the same thing. Like these were children, small children from the age group of 9 to 12. Okay. And when I was trying to train them, it was at a different level, but you being a teenager, at your level also, there is this, there are three standing rules for public speaking. Okay. And anytime you get a chance, or even here, I can share the link of this girl. What is her name? Wait. One is Yusufzai Malala, who
Hmm.
had given her speech, the UN speech, and one is another girl who had given this
Greta Thunberg.
Greta Thunberg. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Heard about
she
them.
is very good in public speaking. So when you observe the speech of Greta Thunberg, in that there are three main elements which you need to observe. Okay. The
Yes,
main
ma'am.
elements of her speech are ethos, pathos, and logos. If any teacher might have, if she was helping you with public speaking, are you aware of these terms? Ethos, pathos, and logos?
No, ma'am. I
Okay,
think I've heard them somewhere, but I'm not entirely sure what they mean.
okay. So, ethos, pathos, and logos, basically, these are Greek words. Okay. So, when it comes to English language, um, I have studied English. Sorry, I have studied English in my graduation level also, and I really love the language. So, uh, you know, ethos. So I know that when it comes to English, it is an amalgam, or it is a mixture of various, or from English, various languages of the Europe originate. Okay, various languages which are presently spoken in Europe, they originate from English. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
where present Europe and where Britain is. So, olden French, from that English originated. These were all savage tribes, years, centuries back, which migrated from Central Asia. They went and settled in Europe. And over there, from olden French, the language started evolving, and it changed through centuries, and it became English. French remained French. Okay. So when I was in my
Yes, ma'am.
graduation, I had olden English. I don't know whether you might have studied about it, where I had a whole book, a whole paper, where it was in French. Means the whole book, the novel was in French, and I had to learn how to translate it. Okay.
All right, ma'am.
And so that is thee, thou, thus. These words are still there. So
Yes, ma'am.
that is how it is. That is how it is originated. So why I am saying this ethos, pathos, logos? These words, like many English words, if you see, they are coming from various Greek, Latin, and so many words which are originating from Europe. Okay. Now,
Yes, ma'am.
ethos. What is ethos? Ethos means the emotion, the connect of what you say.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It is that if you
Yes,
want
ma'am.
to say, now, as you might be observing, might have heard Greta Thunberg speaking, the moment she starts the speech, she says, I'm watching you, I'm watching you, or we are watching you, something she says like that. And then she has that emotion on her face. That that moment, the whole hall falls silent. Okay, that is, she
Yes,
catches
ma'am.
the interest of, I don't know, may hundreds of people who are sitting over there, because she has that, she feels that passion for that cause. This is the kind of capability, Agnes, which you need to develop. The passion for what you want to talk about, and the communications, and that comes from preparation. Now, when it is ethos, pathos, and logos, so ethos and pathos are nearly the same. Ethos is that you are trying to, the emotion you have, the passion you have for that particular topic. Now, that emotion which Greta Thunberg has for climate and environment, that emotion, it is there, it is running through her entire speech. Pathos is again the emotion, the passion. Okay, that is the entire feel she has in that speech. Okay, so let me be
Yes,
very,
ma'am.
very, very specifically tell you, uh, because when I was doing public speaking with children some time back, so ethos is a set of ideas and attitudes associated with a particular group or society. Okay, now ethos is an ethos in relation to a speech. Wait. So ethos, it is a Greek word, as I said. Ethos is Greek for character, okay, and ethic, that is derived from ethos. Ethos consists of convincing your audience. Ethos is how you convince your audience. The moment she says, I am watching you, and then she goes on. So every that expression on her face itself is, every part, and for one moment, no one in the audience wants to look away. And every
Yes, ma'am.
word that she says is captivating. That is the skill you should develop in public speaking. Okay,
Yes.
and that you so ethos consists of convincing your audience that you have a good character and you're credible. Therefore, your words can be trusted. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
ethos is that, and pathos is the passion. Just a second. What is pathos? Huh. Pathos is the emotional appeal. See, one is ethos is that girl who has come, and she's telling something in relation to a particular aspect. So she, whatever she's saying, she's having that character. So she's, displaying that character through her words. So her
Embodying that
words,
emotion.
so no, through her words, she is able to develop a trust in the audience.
Okay, okay.
Okay, and
Yes, ma'am.
pathos is the emotional appeal. So when she keeps talking in the speech, she says, she tells that I know that because of your capitalistic gains, because of your monetary gain, you are depleting our environment. You are spoiling our earth, and you're spoiling our future. So there is where she's saying, what are you doing? You are doing a crime for us. Where will we live in such an earth? where the crust of the earth is eroded, where the trees are cut. So there is the passion. She feels for it, she's able to say it. And the ethos is the credibility. That is because she's standing in such a position, her character is such, so people are trusting her. Okay,
Yes,
all
ma'am.
right.
Yes, ma'am.
And logos is how do you support? How do you support? What evidence are you giving in the entire speech? If you, after the class, if you go to the speech, you will give a lot of evidence that here in this country you did this, here in that country you did this, or that beach was destroyed, or there so many forests were destroyed. If you don't give support, if you don't give evidence to what you idea you're saying or what you're talking about, then whatever you're talking will not have weightage. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So I tend to repeat, but I tend to repeat. The only reason for my um, reason of repetition is, so can you tell me what is ethos?
Yes, ma'am. Ethos is like showing the audience that you have a certain character and that you are a credible source and that you are making your capturing the audience's attention and making them believe in your
You talk in a convincing
words.
manner.
Yes, ma'am. And
Mm.
the other is
Pathos
pathos.
is the passion, the
Yes, ma'am.
emotion.
Showing the emotion when you are speaking. And logos
Not
is
showing.
showing.
It is that what passion you have, you are able to display it in words.
Yes, ma'am. And logos is showing
The
credible evidence.
the
Logos is showing credible evidence.
credible evidence. Excellent. Okay. So supposing, just I'll give you an example. I will ask you, okay, that you have to make a speech, okay, on say, um, do you think that um, wait, do you think that English, it is okay that English should be an international language?
I feel like
Think,
no, I do not believe in that.
structure it. Think that you're giving a speech, okay? So first you have to convince me, then the passion, then evidence. Ready? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, while it is a very good idea in like objectively speaking, like if you look at it, if the whole world is able to communicate in one language, it would make a lot of things easier. And English is a language which most countries already have in their curriculum and education and such. So it would be easy in one, like more than other languages, it would be quite easy to incorporate English to be the main language that every country's citizens speak. But at the same time, it's not some, it's like doing that, like if you are making English the main language in every single country in the whole world, in every part of the world, then you
Not the
are
main language.
making
I
the
said, do you think it is right that it is the international language? Is it okay?